application. So if my prompt is good, then my application will also be good. So if your input is good, your output will be fine. So this is the prompt which I gave. So once I gave, Kiro will start to load. And more importantly, as I mentioned, whenever you are opening Kiro, you need to go for spec-driven development. So vibe coding is nothing but you will keep on starting and consecutively you keep on building and adding code to the existing code repositories. But spec-driven development, how it works is that first you will ideate each and everything, each and every part, how the application need to work. Everything you will ideate. Once the ideation part is complete, you will come for building it. This is the main thing between the vibe and the spec. So as I mentioned, the spec-driven development, it works in the spec-driven development only. So once you switch it for spec-driven development, you need to give your prompt, as I have mentioned here. So once you give your prompt, Kiro will analyze your prompt and it will first create a file called as requirements.md, as I mentioned. So once requirements.md, so for example, for this prompt, the requirements which Kiro generated was this thing. You can see, right, what is the acceptance criteria. So for example, if this is a requirement for this particular task, means what is the acceptance criteria for this task to execute. Those are the things which will be mentioned in the requirements.md file. So once the requirements.md file is generated, you need to view it. So whether it will check whether you're happy with the file or not. If you're happy with the file, you're happy means you need to check whether all the things mentioned or given in the requirements.md file. So once you are good with the requirements.md file, you can click proceed. So once you proceed, it will go and generate the design.md file. So in design.md file, as I mentioned, it will consist of high-level architecture, the technical task, the low-level architecture. Each and everything will be mentioned in the design document. So based on the requirements document, the Kiro will analyze the requirements document and it will generate the design document. As you can see for the prompt which I gave, the high-level architecture is this thing, and the technology stack and the app component which needs to be performed are all the things mentioned in the design.md file. You will review it. Once you are good with the design.md file, you will proceed on with the task.md file. So once you proceed with it, it will generate a new thing called as task.md file. So in this task.md file, the implementation plan will be specified in it. So while it's generating, it will ask whether you need optional tasks like any MVP. For example, if you need to build the app faster, means you can go for this faster MVP where the task will be kept optional. But if you need all the tasks as required so that your application will be developed in a full manner, you will go for this. So once you click on this, all the tasks will be mentioned. For example, here task in progress, it will ask to start the task. So once you click on start task button, it will keeping on executing each and every task just like this. For example, this is when I click task 1, right? When I click task 1, the process will keep on going, and what are the task 1 as mentioned in here, everything will be executed. So once task 1 is completed, we'll move on to task 2, then corresponding to task 3, 4, and 4.4. Each task will have subtasks also, and 5, and keep on going. All the tasks will be executed by pressing start task button by us. So once you are happy with each and every task, for me, if I have to mention, I did not know about how to run this project basically. So for that also you can go for Kiro. So to go to Kiro, you can ask, help me run the application and perform the setup. So once all the things are done, you can view the output just like that. So whenever you use spec-driven development, means in your project folder, Kiro will generate a folder consisting of the design.md document, requirements.md document, and task.md document. So these are the 3 things which will be mentioned in the .kiro folder. So this is basically the spec-driven development and how we are using the Kiro. As I mentioned, the Kiro free bonus, it will be available for 30 days from amount of 500 credits, as I mentioned. Okay, so 500 credits will be mentioned. See, I'm just 15 days left. And also there are some model access also, which you can use, like auto model is available. Auto means for specific task, Kiro will be changing which is the most efficient model for using that task. And also Claude Zone at 4.5 is available, 4 is available, 4.5 Haiku is available, and also Opus 4.5. So if you're dealing with some complex task, means you can go for Claude Opus model. So these are the models which are already available in Kiro, and new models are also arriving. So these are the things already available in Kiro. As I mentioned, some new announcements, right? Kiro Powers are also available. This part is the Kiro power. You can add any custom power from external tool. That is majorly the custom power. That is for an application. If you need this part, means you can get it from the external resource. That is only Kiro power will be introduced. This is the new part. And free for startups, as I mentioned, it is already closed. And Kiro Autonomous Agent, it is still in preview. It will be available more soon. And next, we'll go on with the AI and data analytics announcements. Till now, do you guys have any doubts with Kiro part? You can rise, you can react. Nothing. Okay, I'll go on with the AI and data analytics announcements. So, related to the announcements which were made at the reInvent, AI and data analytics also one of the category the announcements were made at reInvent. So, first, student, as I mentioned, this is only just for the students announcement, right? So, it will be basic and it will be easily understandable for you. So, the first major announcement in the AI and data analytics part were the S3 vectors. So, we know S3, what is simple storage service. So, it is an storage. It is a simple storage service which is used for storing objects in the bucket format. So basically, we can store many parts of data like video, audio, and many data can be stored. But recently, AWS has made the announcement like vector data can also be stored. Vector or nothing but the magnitude and the value. So the types of data like vector can also be stored in S3. So this will give support to store and query the vector embeddings in S3. So what is the major thing? What is major thing it is going to change? You may know. So it is going to store trillions of vectors. As I mentioned, the object size for the vector embeddings has also been increased. It will store trillions of vectors in a single bucket, and the cost reduction has also been reduced significantly, around 90%. And the